The sheriff's office says this is the first fentanyl exposure to one of its canines that it is aware of, and they also say if it wasn't for the quick action of the detective who cares for K-9 Sully, he may not be here today. If you saw Sully, you may think he is all fun and games.
He is very hyper, he's very cute, he's small. He does not look like our typical dog.
Not typical for a dog with a very important job and even a title, K-9 Sully.
He is a drug dog, so he's on our drug task force, so he works with an undercover detective. And he is trained in cocaine, methamphetamine, and heroin.
On Thursday, K-9 Sully and his detective with the Snohomish County Sheriff's Office assisted the Skagit County Interlocal Drug Enforcement Unit in searching an apartment in Everett that ended up having numerous drugs, including 500,000 fentanyl pills and fentanyl powder.
They were searching around for about 10 to 15 minutes. K-9 Sully indicated to several different areas where he sensed drugs.
After K-9 Sully's job was done, he was put in his kennel, but 10 to 15 minutes later, when his detective came back outside, K-9 Sully was unresponsive.
He did have 2 doses of Narcan nearby in the door right next to his kennel. He grabbed those and administered them to Sully.
But the 2 doses did not work, and the detective called for another officer on scene to bring a 3rd dose.
He administered that 3rd dose to Sully, and Sully was still unresponsive. At that point, he grabbed Sully, jumped into the driver's seat, and raced him to the emergency vet.
After the 3rd dose, K-9 Sully did start waking up and was monitored at the hospital and released later in the day.
You know, something new that we're seeing with fentanyl that we hadn't seen in the past during this epidemic is 1 dose of Narcan's not enough with fentanyl, right? We're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 doses be used to revive a human, and including in this case for K-9 Sully.
Today, video from his detective shows he is back to his normal hyper self and is ready to get back serving as K-9 Sully.
He's running around full of energy, so it does appear that he's made a full recovery.
Now, K-9 Sully is 5 years old and will be back working very soon. The sheriff's office says that all their drug detectives do have extra Narcan on them in case it is needed for the canines. But again, this is the first time it actually had to be used. In Everett, Connor Board, King 5 News.